carp anglers get 1 week a year to cross the channel and come to France in the search for some massive carp that ordinarily we wouldn't catch in the UK. With so many venues to choose from, which one do you come to? Well, we've chosen a premier venue. This is the Flores Carp Experience. Your holiday with Flores starts when you are picked up in the bus from the pickup points in Essex or at the ferry port in Portsmouth. And once loaded, there is no stress of doing the driving, as Flores takes care of that for you. You board the ferry where you can chill with your fishing party and chat about the week ahead, before going to bed in the cabins to ensure you are rested overnight during the crossing. The 2-hour journey from Cayenne to Flores passes in a flash, as the stunning French countryside and the little villages pass from outside the bus's window. Arrival at Flores is greeted warmly with a drink and a smile before the bailiff Dan takes you for a walk around the lake to give you an idea of which peg you want to fish for the week. With a maximum of 8 anglers and 12 pegs to choose from, this ensures that there is plenty of room for you all to fish comfortably. Once the draw has taken place and you've chosen your peg, you make your way to your spacious swim, and you can look forward to the full Flores Carp experience. Well, bonjour and welcome to France and the Flores Carp Experience. We've been offering top quality carp fishing holidays since 2011 at this wonderful mature 10-acre lake behind me. Set in secure, peaceful and undisturbed Mayenne countryside, the lake itself boasts a stock of carp to over 60 pounds, so Flores can offer you a great chance to land yourself some huge carp and create some wonderful fishing memories.
First time at Flores with the Eclipse bait team. Let's hope all the boys catch some nice fish over the coming week.
Here at Flores, this is my 3rd time here. We're here with the Eclipse boys and hopefully we're going to catch a couple of bangers.
Right, it's the 2nd time at Flores. We had a great time last year. Well, really hoping that we could catch a load more like we did last year, you know what I mean? And I think we feel really confident, everyone does. We've got the right bait again this year. Let's hope we have a few on the bank, eh?
Right, we've just got to our pegs. We're out of Flores this week, out with the Eclipse boys. Hopefully we're going to catch a few.
Yeah, hopefully.
So it's my first time in France, here at Flores Carp Experience with the Eclipse bait team. Just hoping for a really good week.
Yeah, it's our 3rd time at Flores. Well, we've brought the whole group here again, but hopefully we'll have a few fish, and it's to say thank you for the year. So
sit back and enjoy the Flores Carp Experience with us as we show you tips, tactics and bait, and of course some of these massive creatures that live in this lake behind us.
slow night. First fish on the bank though, 34.4 on the Virus Eclipse.
First time at Flores with the Eclipse bait team. It's 32 plus. Caught on the bottom bait Virus. An orange icon. Well happy.
Four, 41 something then.
41.4.
Nice. .41.4, first fish, caught on a Virus corkball pop-up. Absolutely ruined me.
Took you for a walk around the lake, didn't it?
Ah, did it. Up and down, landed from the next swim.
Awesome, mate. So I'm with Cole Poxon from Eclipse Baits, and you had a 41 pounder this morning. You got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, pucker mate. Went off like a steam train.
Good fortune. This was the peg you wanted. Why did you want peg 12?
Number one for me. As we walked round, didn't really see anything, to be honest with you. Not much to go on, and then as we got to the far margin over there, see one of the ghosties give itself away with another couple following it, and that was me.
That was enough for you to
That
decide
was it,
that's the
yeah.
one I want.
That's it.
And
Only
good fortune.
fish I see.
Yeah, good fortune. No one picked this peg before you, so
Yeah.
you got the one you wanted. How did you catch that fish then? That's what everyone wants to know. What bait did you use and what rig did you use?
Right, so I was using the Virus once again. I use Virus for, I'd say, 98% of my fishing.
Got a little spinner rig there by the
Yeah.
looks of it.
Little spinner rig with a Virus cork ball pop up on.
Yeah, nice and buoyant.
Yeah, perfect for this rig. Sits just off the deck, and the takes you get on when they suck that back are unbelievable.
And the good thing is you've got a lot of metal work there, so you don't need to use putty.
No, I use no putty whatsoever. That just literally sits hovering above, ready for anything that comes along. Luckily for me, 41 come along and walloped it back.
So now is a good time to meet the owner of the Flores Carp Experience, Alan Webb, for an insight into this wonderful fishery. Alan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
At long last.
Indeed.
So, Flores, what a wonderful place. What made you buy it?
Well, we bought it 10 years ago. I was a customer of Flores for 4 or 5 seasons previous. I like the idea of obviously coming to buy a French lake.
Yeah.
I viewed several other properties and just kept coming back to Flores. I approached the old owner and
Done the deal.
Done the deal, and here we are, 10 years later, still here.
And it's looking absolutely beautiful. I was out here last year and it was a little bit more overgrown, shall we say. The improvements you have made this year are fantastic.
Thank you, appreciate it. I mean, what we've basically done, we had a full change last season. Took stock at the end of the year. We had a French firm come in, Thierry come in, looked at what we had and where we wanted it to be. Obviously, substantial investment in the lake, but I think the outcomes is far beyond expectations, and set the lake up for a further 10 years. We improved the swims, or replaced the swims. We've moved a lot of foliage, moved a lot of trees. Secured the down wall, so really invested for the next sort of 10 years.
Yeah, and the general feedback I've had from especially the lads this week is definitely an improvement.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the start of the season it was a little bit barren, but nature's taking care of that now, and as you can see now, it's in full bloom and looks fantastic.
Yeah, I know. People looking at the pictures when the work was going on, and it's going to look barren because it's January.
Yeah, it was a bit scary.
But now everything's in bloom, it's all greened up, and it's looking fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you can see yourself in the backdrop, it's amazing.
Yeah, and as for the fishing itself, you've got some good carp in here.
Yeah, I mean, some of the originals are obviously still here. Carp going in excess of £60. We are keen to restock with this season. After the work carried out last season, we've got two stocking plans. One with a French fish farmer. We've already agreed sort of sizes and numbers. I'm also really good friends with Alex at Euraqua in Hungary. I've agreed a batch of fish from him that's going to be coming from obviously Euraqua and the Balaton. So that's exciting times. New strain added to the lake.
And they're fast-growing fish.
Not going to be massive when they come. Sort of 20 kilo, well, 15 kilo plus.
Yeah.
So roughly sort of 32, 34 pound plus. But they're a fast-growing fish. Everyone knows Euraqua. And I'll be honest with you, he's a diamond for obviously for looking after me and helping me to stock fish.
Yeah. So you're a carp angler yourself.
Yep.
Do you ever get to fish it?
I used to fish it lots pre-kids. I still try and come a couple of weeks a year, but the family life dictates it a little bit. But yeah, I'm here next month for a week, and I'm here in August for a week. So
have a go.
Yeah.
So future of Flores, what's in store?
Well, obviously Dan and Julia are here to stay. I hope they've made this their home. We've become a really good partnership. We've got a new driver as well. So really, the investment in the lake, now investment stock this year. I mean, our customers keep coming back, and we're improving it more and more. So hopefully that continues.
Flores is a great place. Have a look at it on carpexperience.com.
That's correct, yeah.
And check it out and get yourself booked on and come along next year. Nice to meet you, mate.
You too, mate.
Caught on a virus white pop-up over a bed of virus and house pellet. Love a common. A bit of a churner, Paul.
Didn't half go, didn't it? Whizzed off. I was only just saying, you just had yours, didn't we?
Yeah.
You saying, my turn or all of us' turn? And off she rattled. This one's on a virus cork ball, if I can get it in.
Have a much bait?
Scattering of virus boilies. Come on.
Joking.
Second fish of the trip, 39.2 this time. Caught on the virus cork ball once again.
So I'm joined by Barry, who's in peg 8 and 9 with his son Oliver. And he's had 2 carp so far this week. So what you caught those 2 fish on?
No different in UK angling, to be honest with you. Size 2 hook, bit of spud mix, pellet, broken up boilie.
Rig wise, what you got there? What sort of rig were you using?
360 rig, bit of fluoro, nice decent swivel on there for a bit of rotation.
Yeah. Nice
white,
strong rig, isn't it?
Nice strong rig, yeah. You know you're casting that out, it ain't tangling.
And then you've got the visual element of the white pop up,
Yep.
sitting slightly off the bottom.
Slightly off the bottom, a little bit of putty to countersink it.
And
most of the weight of the hook does most of it.
yeah, and say if that white wasn't working, would you change colours?
Yeah, change. I started, the session on 3 different colours. Had 2 fish on white, got all 3 rods on white now.
Yeah. Are you adding anything to it, or is that going out as it is?
No, that's getting dipped in a bit of oil, a bit of gravy, and then we're putting in the powder, the Eclipse powder afterwards.
Just for the added attraction.
A bit of added attraction, got a bit of flavour in the water.
Well, there's still half the week to go.
Yep.
You're going to get some more?
Be nice. Nice to see Oliver have one, but yeah.
Oh, it'd be great to see Oliver.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Good luck to both of you.
Thank you very much.
So I'm joined by our resident bailiffs at Flores, Dan and Julie.
Hello.
Lovely to see you again.
Hi Paul, you okay?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Been a lovely week, sun's been out.
As usual.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. A lot of improvements on the lake, it looks absolutely stunning. A lot of
Thank you.
hard work's gone into it, hasn't it?
Been a lot of work gone on over the winter months, 4 months of heavy machinery, rebuilding the banks, rebuilding the fishery from scratch basically.
Yeah, and it looks absolutely stunning.
Thanks.
Right, so what people are going to want to know, they're coming out to Flores, what size fish are they fishing for?
Fishing for fish at the right time of year up to £60. We've got a decent head of 50s, average weights around about 36, 37 pounds.
That's some big old lumps to
So
go
we've got
for,
an
isn't
average,
it?
good average weight to go at, yeah.
And as for the package, the guys are coming out, they're going to want, have their bellies fed.
Oh yeah.
So what can they expect?
Right, for breakfast we either do full English in the lodge, or they can have cereal, toast if they want a lighter breakfast.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, we will bring out a breakfast baguette around to the swim, so they don't have to reel in for breakfast.
If the fish are biting.
Yeah, people like that, don't they?
Yep.
If the fish are biting, they don't want to leave their swim.
They don't want to leave their swim, no. And then at lunchtime we bring around a lunchtime baguette if people want. That's optional. And then in the evening we do a nice big evening meal with dessert to follow every night. So they're normally pretty full up.
Yeah, I can vouch for it.
Yeah.
I was only 10 stone when I come out here. So the next thing I want to ask is like the facilities. Now you've got lovely shower block over there, nice and clean.
Cleaned every day.
Nice toilet block as well, always clean.
Flushable toilets, yeah.
And the other thing that I really like is when we go around the swims. Tell us what we've got in the swims here.
You've got full English sockets, power, so as I say, in each swim. You've got a light in each swim, and you've got access to Wi-Fi, which is something that
a lot of people like that, don't they? Especially in the days of social media these days. Everyone likes getting on Facebook with their catch, and I think that's a nice little edge that Flores has got.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a fantastic week. Always enjoy coming to Flores. It's always nice to see you too as well.
Yeah, always a pleasure to have you here, Paul.
And I'm sure I'll be back.
Fantastic.
Thanks for your time.
Take care, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Another nice feature at Flores is when you get to your swim, these big, bulky unhooking mats are supplied. These are the solar ones, nice and big and spacious to protect the carp when you catch it. Also supplied in your swim will be a weigh sling to weigh that all important big lump that you're going to catch. Also they supply bed chairs which are good quality, either Nash or solar, and also they supply session chairs as well. The main reason for this is that when you've got 8 people coming out in the bus, it's to save space.
I think that's a PB.
What was your PB?
Don't worry.
Come on, what was it?
43.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Blue B.
What is it?
50.
Yes!
Just 51.
It's 51.
51, yeah?
I would have said so.
Hey!
Carl, give us a fist.
Boom! £51 caught on the iconic corkball pop-up.
New PB.
New PB, buzzing.
Awesome, mate.
Gets in there.
Hey! So I'm joined by Dave Popson of Eclipse Baits. Dave, how you doing?
Not bad, thank you.
Been a lovely week, we've got a lovely suntan, haven't we?
Yeah, look at it. Look.
yeah, look at me red legs.
Nice red legs. I get some proper stick when I get home.
Yeah, we look like
proper
lobsters.
take the meat out of me. Yeah.
So this little segment's going to be about the bait that's used at Flores.
Right.
And how successful it's been.
Yep.
Currently the bait supplied, the house bait is the Iconic, which Eclipse supplied to Flores.
Yep, that's correct. Yeah, I mean that was formulated specifically for the place, really. To be honest, I mean it was although it was something we was doing anyway. I think I spoke about it last year, but I mean
yeah.
it's got pre-digested fish meals in it. It's got seaweeds in it. You can see it's various different things in there. It's very, very. If you look at the two, there's Virus and there's Iconic, and you'll see they're totally different. Well, it's an old one, that one.
Air dried.
Yeah, that's proper air dried, that one. If you look at their textures, they're so different in terms of bait. Although they're both fish meal products in them,
yep.
That one's got a lot of meat extracts in it. That one's got mainly marine extracts in it, and LT fish meal. That's got those in there. Don't get me wrong, that's got them in there as well. But it's got seaweed. It's got, you can see the dark areas.
Yeah, little bits and pieces in there that.
But that is the Frankfurter. That one smells quite nice.
Hot dog, isn't it?
That's right. I mean, it smells just like it's hot dogs. That's what it is. It's the old flavour. Then there's this one, which they've agreed they're going to stock this year.
Well, purely because we've had a lot of success on the
It's been
Virus.
so successful. The Virus does have an awful lot of fish.
It works home and abroad, doesn't it?
It does. It tends to work anywhere it goes. It's a red fish meal. It's the same, but it's a major difference to it. I wouldn't say it's an advancement. It's just a different area in which it appeals. So what we have tended to do is mix them together, which as you can see in there, they've mixed together.
That's right.
Then we've used this product, which we spoke about before, which is
the gravy,
and that's why they've got that shine on them.
Yeah.
You don't need massive amounts.
No,
you don't need massive amounts. Just a couple of lids. Another new product, which they're going to stock, and which they already do stock, is the wafters. Now these they're a 15mm boilie shape size.
Yeah, same colour.
Quite finely textured. Exactly the same base mix as the Virus or the Iconic, depending on which one you use.
Yeah.
They've got a booster in them.
Nice.
I mean, you can smell them as they are. But if you wanted to individualise each one, then you can just pour that on there, put the lid on it and shake them. That's if you wanted to do more. I mean, a lot of people, what they do is they take half out, put them in a little bag, put some more
on it,
and then shake them, and then the others in the bag haven't got the flavouring on them or the extra booster on them. Let's put it that way, the aminos, because there's aminos, there's flavours, there's all sorts in there.
And it's been so successful for Eclipse. Us guys coming out using it, we catch on it all the time, don't we? And as I say, we use it at home, we've got ultimate confidence in it, and that is a big part of fishing, is having confidence in your bait, and having bait like this in your armoury, can't go wrong.
And I mean, the Virus is probably well established in terms, I mean, the Iconic is anyway, but I mean, out of the two, one's newer than the other, and the Virus has been going now for about 8-10 years.
Yeah, that's the flagship
and
one,
it's still there.
It's still working wherever it goes.
That one, the Iconic,
yeah,
it's probably in its second to third season, and it's still there at the moment, and I expect it to still be there in another 7 years.
Yeah, it's a fantastic bait. I've used both, and I've had success on both, and people coming out to Flores can use it, and let's hope they have success on it.
And there are other new products which will be covered later by someone else, by my son. There's some powder, there's all sorts.
There's all good bits and pieces.
And he's used them to good effect this week anyway.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's done well on it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, he's done well. Yeah.
Well, that's giving you a little insight to the bait at Flores. Let's hope you get on them and get a few fish. Fish, 35.5 on the house bait Frankfurter corkball pop-up. Lovely times. So I'm with the star of the show of the week, really, Carl Poxon. Done all right, haven't you?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
He's gone and done a PB, 51-pound mirror.
Yeah.
Chuffed to bits, weren't you?
Ah, unreal. I've been coming to France for as long as I can remember. Never got into the bigger fish. And then this week I just, well...
It's a great feeling, isn't it? To hit that 50 barrier, it's something special.
Yeah.
I said it's like scoring a goal in an FA Cup final, and you said it's better.
Yeah, it's better than that, mate. Yeah.
Not that we've ever scored a goal in an FA Cup final, but we can imagine what it feels like.
Yeah, that's it.
So, tactics for that big fish. We've got the old Eclipse bits and pieces here you've put in my hands, so it's obviously some sort of concoction you've mixed up there.
Yeah. So I've been getting the cork balls, the Virus and the Iconic, and actually my last two fish have been on the Iconic. But I'm doing exactly the same thing to the Iconic as I am to the Virus.
Yep.
I'm plonking them in a spare tub and getting some of the new additive that we've got,
Which is this one. This is the new power additive.
Which is unbelievable. I've been testing it for a while now. And this was sort of like the last test.
It's like a little. It's like
very fishy.
Very fishy. It's like a powder, isn't it?
Yes. Additive
Smells nice,
oil is, yeah.
More.
I've been eating that all week, mate.
Put it on your toast. So you add that to the glug.
Yeah. No. So what I do is first I get the cork balls.
Yep.
Just a couple, like 3 or 4.
Yep.
I plonk them into my pot. Just like that.
Yep.
And then we'll get a little pinch of the additive, sprinkle it over, and then I'll dose them in the glug. Shake them up, leave them for a couple of hours, and then once they're ready, bang them out.
And that seems to have done the trick. Why is it, do you think it's just the extra additives in that bait that has boosted it for the fish to pick it up?
Yeah, definitely. It's given it extra flavour, bit of extra something above your freebies that you're putting out. And with there being less weight in a cork ball, the hook holds have been bang on and bang in.
Yeah. I mean that's what it is. I mean you can use hook baits out of the packet of corks, but you want something that shines out like a beacon to say come and eat me, don't you?
That's exactly right.
And if they're giving off those signals, you're more likely to get a bite by using these little special ingredients on your hook baits.
Yeah.
And it could get you that 51 pounder that got you a PB.
Exactly, mate. Not using much bait this week either.
No. The temperature's been soaring. It's not really temperatures for putting tons and tons of bait out there, is it? So little edges like this.
It's just nicked me a bite, yeah. When it's been tough, and it has been tough this week.
Yeah, that's done the difference.
That's done the deed.
Well done, Carl, and thanks for your input.
Mate. Thank you very much.
So we've come to the end of our week at the Flores Carp Experience, and everyone has had a fantastic time. If you're interested in coming out here, have a look at carpexperience.com, and if you want to have a look at some of the range of baits that we do, have a look at eclipse-baits.co.uk. Thanks for watching.
I'm 30 feet off the ground.
Last minute ripper. Time to pack up and go home and see the family.
So let's stay this way. I'm halfway going, but I'll be holding on. 'Cause it was big.
No, head up. Yeah, lift the head up a little bit.
Not your head.
Start jamming now.
I feel like a massive carparoo though.
Carparoo.
Carp.
Many carps.
We're in, baby. Run. Let's do this. Do it like last night.
So I'm joined by Barry, who's in peg 8 and 9 with his little boy. Can't see little boy.
Hello everybody, Pips. How many kilos did you weigh, Kyle?
Lovely times.
How many kilometers was you fishing, Kyle?
Have a look at the carp. No, I did it.